My name is Julie. If you're new to this channel, I am a yoga instructor and I'm also a certified personal trainer. I am really happy to bring you a new workout. This is going to be yoga for beginners or any kind of yoga for seniors, beginners. You're all welcome to join. Remember, as a disclaimer, do not start a new workout without consulting your doctor first to make sure that a new program is good for you. So with that being said, we're going to start in child's pose. That means you're going to come down to your mat. Either bring your knees wide or together, big toes touching. Arms are long, shoulders down away from your ears. Breathing is a big part of yoga, so breathe in through your nose, and if you can, also breathe out through your nose. Take a moment here to set your intentions. Make your way to tabletop pose. That means wrists under shoulders, knees under hips for cat-cow. We're going to drop our chest down for cow and round into that cat back stretch for cat. Looking up, looking down. Tailbone points up and tailbone points down. This is to get your spine ready for what's to come. Take your time to move into down facing dog. So press through your palms to press into your heels. I'm also pressing into my fingertips. Arms are straight, abs are strong. Pressing your chest towards your thighs. Breathe fully and breathe completely. Slowly walk up to your hands. We're going to go into ragdoll. So step your feet wide, grab each elbow. You can sway side to side. If you feel like you're holding on in your neck, you can shake your head yes, yes, no, no, whatever you need to do to let go. Then bring your big toes either close or touching. Round it up. There is a space between my heels. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Squeeze your glutes. Shoulders down and back. Inhale, rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Tabletop spine. Getting ready for that plank. So put your wrists under your shoulders and step back into plank. Make sure your hips are in line. You can also choose to take knee plank. Let's lower down slowly, part way. And then inhale into upward facing dog. I'm looking up. Exhale from tabletop into down facing dog. Now you can also choose when you take upward dog from plank, you can take a little break and go all the way down when you're in that. We're going to come back to that in a moment, so not now. But you have the option to take a little break on the mat. Either walk or step to the top of your mat. Forward fold turns into extended mountain reach. Exhale, hands to heart center. Pause. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Getting ready for that plank. Step it back. Hips are in line. Again, you have the option to take knee plank. And here is where if you need to lower all the way down, let's not go fast. Abs are strong. Let's go all the way down this time. Elbows are in. Inhale, upward facing dog. Or you can go to cobra if that's a lot for you. Let's come back down. Exhale, tabletop into down facing dog. Take your time. Moving with your breath. Either walk or step to the top of your mat. Forward fold turns into extended mountain pose. Reach. Exhale, hands to heart center. Pulling your belly button in and up. Gripping the mat with your toes. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands down, plank. Option to take knee plank, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog, looking up. Exhale, down facing dog. Bring your right foot forward for warrior one. Rise up. Front knee is bent over foot and ankle. With warrior one, your feet are all grounded down. Shoulders are neutral, shoulders relaxed. And exhale, warrior two. All I did, I'm just going to show you again, I just went to turn my shoulders to the long edge of the mat, checking in that knee stayed bent over foot and ankle. Slowly turning back, take your hands down, getting ready for down facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, plank. Inhale, down facing dog. Bring your left foot forward. Warrior one. I simply rise up. My front foot is facing north on the mat. Checking in that your shoulders are neutral, shoulders are down and relaxed. My back foot is neither turned to the side or the front, it's somewhere in between. All four corners of both feet are grounded in warrior one. On your next exhale, warrior two. Stay there, I'm just going to show you again. All I did from warrior one was I turned my shoulders to the long edge of the mat in warrior two. I also want to make sure my knees stay bent and over my foot and ankle. Breathe. I'm also spreading out my fingers. Arms are parallel to the earth. We're going to step into chair. So all I'm going to do is step to the front of my mat. Big toes are either close or touching. Let's do prayer hands. Take your seat low for your chair. Now let's twist. I'm aiming my elbow towards the outside of my thigh. Don't overthink it or lose form to try to get there. Make sure you can still breathe. Keep your chest up even though you're twisting. Come back. And second side, chair with a twist. Slowly, I'm aiming my elbow towards the outside of my thigh, and I'm keeping my thumb at my heart center, and I'm twisting my core. Slowly, when you're ready, come back. We're going to rise up only one foot, so make sure you feel grounded. If you have a very thick mat, it's okay to step off of it. Make sure you're clear of objects in your space, and you can also hold on to the wall, whatever you need to feel safe. Just one knee up. We're not overthinking it, right? Breathe, stay focused. Open your knee to the outside for a hip external rotation, and we're going to slowly move this into warrior three. Warrior three, back is straight. This is similar to what a single leg deadlift looks like. I've got my legs straight behind me, and we're going to come back slowly. Now, if you need to touch down for safety purposes, that's okay. That's why I said it's fine to grab a wall. Second side, rise up your knee. My supporting foot, I'm really spreading out my toes to grip my mat. Find where you need to be. You should feel stable. Breathing is slow. Open up your knees slowly. It doesn't have to be perfect. We're just going to the side for hip external rotation. And as you're ready, take it back. Warrior three. Stay where you're at. I'm only going to turn so you can see from what the side angle what this looks like. This looks similar to a single leg deadlift. My back is straight. And I want you to have your neck as neutral as you can. So hips are neutral, back is neutral. Come back as slowly as you can. Take a moment and breathe. If you need to do, I call these happy hip circles. It's not a pose, it's just to kind of shake it off. We're going to do that again, once more on each side. Again, if you need to step off of your mat or hold the wall, I want you to be safe and secure. That also means you can touch down in between. You want to make sure you have lots of space. So if you don't have space in your work area, pause the video and make space for yourself. Here we go, second time, back to the first side. Hands can be wherever you like. Check in with your breath. Slow down. Open to the side. Warrior 3, leg goes straight back. I'm going to turn just so you can see what this looks like from the side. Come back slowly. Last time, second side. Rise up with your knee. As you're ready, hip external rotation. Don't rush it. Take it back. It's okay to touch down if you need. Warrior 3. Back is straight. I'm keeping my shoulders back. Pulling in my belly button so my core is engaged. There is a micro bend in my straight leg so that I'm not locked completely out. Come back home. Turn to the long edge of your mat for wide-legged forward fold. So you can grab a block or two, that's optional. If you're at home and you don't have yoga blocks, you can grab 2 books that are exactly the same size. In fact, you don't even have to use blocks. Start with your shoulders back. We're gonna go down first to tabletop for wide-legged forward fold. Tabletop meaning my spine is straight. Now from here, you can make sure that your feet are straight or slightly turned in, wherever your hips need to be. And then you can choose to go down a little more, you can round it down. It's okay to round your spine a little here. Maybe you want to take your elbows to the floor, or maybe you want to come up a little if that's too intense for you. I want you to decide, where do you want to be? Where do you need to be today? Breathe into it. You can adjust your feet in or out. Take your time to bring it up. So we don't want to come up straight. We want to come up slowly. So I'm going to round it up. Stack your vertebrae one at a time. Get ready for triangle pose. Triangle pose means legs are straight. There is a micro bend in my knee. This leg, I'm pointing it up to the front of the mat. Some people like more of a bend in their knee in triangle. That's okay. Don't overthink that. Your back foot, it is neither pointed to the side or the front. It's somewhere in between, depending on your hip. Now, if you do use a block, a lot of people like a block right here. Triangle pose, you want to make sure that you don't start to come into a lateral spinal lean. Because frequently I see practitioners, they want to get their hand all the way to the floor. Well, now my lower back is in a lateral lean. So I hesitate to even say straight spine, because even though from the crown of my head to my tailbone, I'm trying to keep it straight, I'm also twisting up to the sky. So I don't technically have a straight spine if I'm twisting to the heavens with my chest, right? Because it's twisting from a straight spine. That means I'm pressing the crown of my head north on the mat. And I don't want to come out of this single plane. So sometimes if I try to drop down to the floor, I may go forward, too far forward. Try to stay as if I were drawing a line from one foot to the other. Try to stay as much in this plane as you can. Now, a lot of times with practitioners, they've already practiced triangle pose so much they know exactly where they want to be. As long as we're safe, right? Squeeze your thighs towards each other actively. So I'm squeezing my thighs towards each other. I'm also opening up my chest, spreading out my fingers, stacking my shoulders from floor to ceiling. Strong. Make it strong. And now come out. I know that was a long time to be in triangle. You can either step your other foot back, or you can turn to the other edge of your mat. Make sure that your distance is challenging yet stable. So I should feel safe, stable. Again, stacking shoulders from floor to ceiling. I'm gonna take down my straight spine where I'm twisting it towards the ceiling, and I wanna avoid too much lateral spinal lean. So from the crown of my head to my tailbone, I wanna keep it as straight as I can, but at the same time I'm not straight because I'm twisting up to the sky, right? Spread out your fingers a little more. Squeeze your thighs towards each other. Activate your muscles. Belly button in so your abs are strong here. Reach. Slow release, only if you're ready. Now I'm gonna come back to first side and set up for pyramid. With pyramid, there's about 3 feet between my feet, and instead of having one foot out like a triangle, both feet are facing north on the mat. Pyramid pose. I'm gonna take my straight spine down. How far down? Well, I'll tell you how far down. If I start to feel like I'm rounding my back, I'm gonna dial it back a little bit. It's A-okay to set up blocks right there in front of you, wherever you need. Or you can hold on to your thigh. Just make sure that you're checking in that your back is straight. As far down as you can, keeping your back straight, taking your chest towards your thigh. Breathing deeply every time. Strong core, strong abs. Again, we want to come up supported, so I'm going to put my hands to my hips and round it up slowly. That way we don't come up straight. Second side, pyramid. Both feet are straight. Hands on your hips. How far down? Well, how far down can you keep your back straight? Just check in. If you start to notice you're curving your spine a little bit, just dial it back. It's okay to hold on to your leg. My feet are about hip width. Now I can also go down, holding onto my leg, holding onto my blocks. I like to lengthen my spine by imagining I'm pressing the crown of my head forward. Like I say forward, meaning to the front of the mat. And then taking my chest towards my thigh. Shoulders back, so avoid protraction. I don't want to round my spine, and I don't want to put my shoulders too far forward. Sometimes I'll even put my hands behind my back, just because I like to check in with my form, and that will help me make sure that I am in good form. Just a couple more breaths here. Hips are neutral. Slowly belly in, round it up, stack your vertebrae, round it up, round it up. All right, good. Let's go ahead and get some back bends. So we're gonna come down for some back bends. Come to your belly. Let's go into cobra. So pushing up with your hands under your armpits, look up and push up. Elbows in. Squeeze your glutes, lift your chest. And then slowly lower down. Fold your forearms. Rest your head on your forearms. I'm demonstrating half bow now. A lot of students can grab both ankles. If you want to grab both ankles, you can do so. When I have a large class, I almost always have someone whose elbow is so far away. So check in that your supporting elbow is under your shoulder and lift your chest. Actively pressing your shin into your hand. Notice I'm holding the inside ankle, not the outside ankle, yes. Stretching and getting that back bend. Slow release. Fold your forearms. Rest your forehead for crocodile. If you need more relaxation in your back, you can bend your knees and windshield wiper your feet. Second side, you're going to grab that ankle, or if you did both, second bow. Again, make sure that your supporting elbow is close to you, pressing your shin into your hand or shins. Lift your chest. Notice I'm holding the inner ankle, not the outer ankle. Breathe. Lift your chest. Just another couple of breaths here. And then release. Child's pose, pressing that, take a break. And then we're going to come down for bridge. That means just come to your back, and then putting your shoulders on the mat, lift your hips up. Up, up, up. So I'm going to walk my elbows in close and lift my hips up, squeeze your glutes. Release slowly. We're going to do that again. So get ready. My feet are about hip width. Lift up, pressing down into your shoulders. Neck should be neutral so that we're not going to strain our neck. Also, my shoulders are in close to protect my neck. Squeeze your hips up. And release. We're going to cross over one foot and get our hip stretch in. So first, cross over one ankle. If this is not accessible for you, you may simply cross over your ankle where you need it, depending on if you're having knee trouble or hip trouble. We're just going for a nice hip stretch. So I don't want you to worry too much about what you can and cannot do. This is the figure 4. I'm going to rest my head down with my leg crossed over. Also, my foot that's crossed over is flexed. I want you to stay here and breathe into it. The target and goal for this stretch is to stretch our hips. So with my right foot crossed over, I should be feeling a deep stretch in my right hip. And release. And we're going to do that again, second side. So cross over your ankle. If you are feeling like that's too intense, it's okay to just have it down here and not bring it up, okay? Whatever you need. Or maybe when you bring it up, you need to slide your ankle down to bring it up, that's fine. I'm going to rest my head down and cross over my ankle. The foot that's crossed over is flexed. And we're just going to hold this in. Make sure you're not holding your breath. Breathe. So with my left foot crossed over, the target is a deep stretch on your left hip. However, you may be feeling it other places. Just make sure that, a stretch should feel like you're breaking out of your comfort zone. However, it shouldn't feel too uncomfortable. So make adjustments as you need and get that stretch. And as we release, we're going to just come up for seated staff pose. So legs are straight out in front of you. Just reach up, and then I want you to cascade forward, reaching for your toes or your shins, shoulders back. If you want to just reach for blocks, for floor, whatever you want to reach for, breathe in, exhale, and taking your chest towards your thighs. Take your time to come up for seated tree. So one leg is bent and one leg is extended. Inhale, reach up. And then I want you to turn to that straight leg and slowly cascading down. Exhale forward. If this is too intense, you can add some bend to your straight leg. You may also put a block under your bent knee. See, I took that bent knee and I lifted up and I put that one there. But if you don't have tight hips and your knee is already on the floor, you may not want this option. How far forward? How far do you feel it? Go to your edge as you go towards your straight leg here. My foot is flexed, so make sure you're not pointing your toe here. You're reaching your toes on this straight leg. Toes are headed towards your face. Chest headed towards your thigh. It's okay to round down a little here. Just make sure you're not leading with your head. Lead with your heart. Make sure your hips are grounded evenly. We're not leaning left or right. Only if you're ready, we're making that transition. Seated tree, second side. Again, if I bend this knee and it naturally hits the floor and I don't have tightness in my hips, I might not want to block under here, but I do have tight hips. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. I'm taking my chest towards my thigh. Shoulders are relaxed, so I don't want to be shrugging. I want to feel completely relaxed. Deep breath in through your nose. If you can, exhale through your nose. Take your time. You have the same options here. Do you need to add some bend to this knee? Make sure this foot is flexed. So I'm pulling these toes towards my face. Take your time. Just explore the posture. Make our way into fish pose. So I'm going to ground down my elbows and push my chest up to the sky. Bring your shoulder blades towards each other and actively push your chest up and let the top of your head just go towards the floor gently, making sure that you can still breathe. Because if I go too far back, I will close my throat. If I do take my neck into a hyperextension, I could create a little bit of a constriction. Make sure you can breathe wherever you're at. So walk your elbows in close, push your chest up, and let the top of your head gently go towards the earth. Slow, deep breath. And you're actively squeezing your shoulder blades towards each other. Bring your neck up and then slowly coming down. Let's give our knees a little hug and then roll your knees over to either side. You can use a block if you need it. That means if I don't want to hold on to my legs and it feels like the floor is really far away, maybe I want to block. Wherever you're at, shoulders are anchored down. Feel free to explore your twist, whether you want to extend your top leg or just leave both legs bent. We're We're just gonna stay here a little bit more and let gravity take your spine into a deeper stretch. Bring your knees up, and then other side, slowly rolling your knees over. You can hold on with your hands. You can catch your legs with a block, only if it feels like you need that. If it feels like the floor is far away, you can hold onto your legs or use a block. If you don't want the prop, you can actually just take your knees all the way down. Wherever you're at, your shoulders are anchored down. Again, option to extend your top leg, or if that's too much, just leave both legs bent. Deep breath here. Exhale fully. Just giving yourself permission to let go. Wherever you're holding on and you need to let go, this is your chance to give yourself permission to let go. Take another deep breath in and just exploring this twist a little bit deeper, however you need. Exhale fully. On your next exhale, bring your knees up together and then come into whatever final resting looks like for you. If having your legs straight hurts your lower back for some reason, it's okay for you to bend your knees. Or maybe you prefer reclined butterfly, feet together, knees out. You can also choose to rest on your side or just rest in a seated. There is no wrong way to get into your final resting. Challenge yourself here to find stillness. Roll over to either side. When you're ready, press yourself up to seated. Don't feel like you have to rush to come to seated. I want you to come back to your intentions when you began this practice. What did you want from the practice? And just revisiting that moment. Also acknowledging yourself for doing your work today. Taking time to take care of yourself is so important. Let's take a deep breath in together. Inhale big. Deep breath. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's do that again. Inhale and exhale. May we be happy. May we be healed. May we be free. Let us come together to bring peace and healing for all life. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. If you liked this video, please do share, subscribe, like, and if you got something out of this practice, feel free to give me a comment in the comment section, and I do thank you for your time today. Namaste.